In today's video, I'm going to be trying out this dark brown hair colour shampoo. This is made from a brand that I've never heard of, COSMTEK, I think. But basically, this is similar to the Polar Hair Shampoo, which I wasn't able to find. So I bought this instead. If this is something that interests you to see how well this covers grey hair, then please just keep watching. Welcome back to Self-Care Karen. It is absolutely lovely to have you here. I'm a bit of a sweaty Betty today because it is very hot, and normally I wouldn't film with damp hair, but it's a good way to keep cool in this extreme heat that we have right now going on in the United Kingdom. I bet when this video goes live it will be winter-like again here and we'll all be complaining about the weather, but for a different reason. Anyway, I want to show you how this hair colour shampoo works on my hair. I've been really curious about these shampoos for a while. The one that I've seen a lot on social media is the Polar Hair Shampoo, and I kind of struggled to find it, and I didn't want to review something that you wouldn't be able to find easily. And I know that this is available on Amazon because this is where I bought this shampoo, and also it's not only available on Amazon in the UK but also in the one in the US. I kind of checked that before, so that's why I went with this. It's actually a better price point than the Polar Hair Shampoo, and I think it's kind of like the same premise. So I have got a variety of clips. I tried this out when I needed to kind of recolor my hair completely. I do get a lot of greys. Apologies for the dog barking in the background. So I've got me kind of using it like as a regular hair dye, if you like, or hair color. And then this morning I just wanted to do a touch up, so I have filmed that as well. So this is the results actually after doing that touch up. So without further ado, let's go through and watch as I apply this for the first time and then do the touch up, and then I'm going to come back to you and kind of give you my kind of overall opinion of this product. My hair is very greasy. Normally I would have washed it yesterday, but I do promise you that I've got greys where it's sort of shimmery. Those are greys, and these gloves were not supplied, but I'm going to use them because they do say to use gloves. They do provide 2 capes, like, well, not capes, like sheets. There were 2 sheets in the box, like plastic things, I guess to protect yourself, but I'm wearing my trusty bra that is already very stained and I only use it for dyeing. And also I've got my dressing gown ready as well. Okay, so they said that with the pumps, air might come out first, and I've got to use 2 to 3 ounces, and there are 5 ounces in here. So I'm actually going to be using a lot of product. Okay, what did it say? It sort of come out separated. Was I supposed to shake the bottle? Blah, blah, blah. Pump until you get some. Apply the mix evenly. Rub the liquid with the hands to make some foam. Okay. Oh God, this is going to get so messy. What foam? Oh no, it's dripped. Oh, to my Jim Jams, my Stitch Jim Jams. Bloody hell. I didn't think to cover that bit. Oh, blah. Alright, let me put this dressing gown over the top of me. Oh my God. Right. Oh, I don't think I should have done that. Okay, it comes out separated. This is I'm not liking this. So if I have to use half the bottle, I don't see how that then is any better than normal hair dye. I mean, I don't know, I suppose it's like half the price. I don't know. Right, okay, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be applied, but this is how I'm going. And again, it's dripping everywhere. This is a very messy experience. No wonder they provide a cape. Now I get it. All right, yeah, it definitely comes out like half clear, half coloured. Okay. And they say to leave it on between 20-25 minutes the first time. And if it doesn't, if that's first time there are still greys or you're not happy with the colour, then the next time leave it on for 5 minutes longer. But so I'll go with 25 minutes just because I know that my greys are pretty resistant. And I'm just trying to really get it all in to everywhere, all the hair. Yeah, so just carry on applying and dripping everywhere. Bloody hell. Okay. I don't really want to put so much product on the ends because that's where I've got like major deposits of previous dyes. But I'll just put a little. I don't know if I'm applying enough product. It's definitely getting a lot on me. Oh. Well, I hope it doesn't drip while I'm waiting for it to take effect. Okay. I mean, I've probably got loads of greys at the back that I'm not handling, but seeing as I normally wear my hair down these days, they won't be so visible. All right, okay. I'm going to wait the 25 minutes. I'm just going to see what I've got on my skin and wipe that off with a baby wipe, and then I shall wash it off. All right, it's washed out. It takes a lot to wash it out, and I'm so pleased that I've got this purple, dark purple microfiber turban because it's still dripping with the dye in. It's one of those hard to get out. I looked a little bit at the roots where I get the most greys, and it looked like they were covered, but the skin underneath is dyed too. So I will come back to you after this first session using this unbranded hair shampoo dye thing and let you know how it settles, how the colour settles. I'm coming to the end of my first ever Pureology leave-in conditioner. This is definitely holy grail, although you can get really, really good dupes that are a lot less expensive. I've got loads of videos where I mention those dupes, so take a look at my channel if you've not seen them. And then I just recently did a video about hairbrushes. This is definitely my new favourite brush, the Nina Bella detangling hairbrush. Just glides through. But obviously, having I've got hair in my mouth, leave-in conditioner gives it some slippage. All right, so I'll come back to you when it's dry in a day or so, maybe after I've washed it again once, and you can see the final results. But basically, there's quite a lot of dyeing of the skin. I'll see if I can get some of that off a bit better. I've missed a bit there, I think. But it does seem to have taken, and that is great. But I'm not actually sure how this differs to normal hair dye, except that it's come pre-mixed and it's very, very messy. Okay, so it's a week since I used the dark brown hair colour shampoo, which I don't even know, I think it's on Amazon. It was like COSMTEK or something like that. That was the brand, but actually on the packaging can't actually see any kind of brand name. But obviously this is like a dupe for the Polar, which I see on kind of my socials quite a lot. So I'm actually really impressed with the colour result. I've washed my hair 3 times since washing it out, and I don't feel like the colour's faded. I am starting to see the little greys kind of come through, but that's normal for me. That's what happens. And in a little while, probably in a week, I will need to start using Root Touch Up, or what I might do is go in again with this and see how it fares. The only kind of criticism I've got from this is the fact that it is so liquid and it is a little bit messy to apply. And I don't know if you quite got it in the footage that I showed you before. So I wanted to see if I could kind of show you how it comes out. Well, now it's only coming. Oh, right, here we go. So that first squirt only came out the dark brown, but the second squirt, oh, I don't know how I'm going to show you this. The second squirt, it's a mixture of a paler liquid and the dark brown. And what you have to do is you have to mix that up. I'm going to put this over here. I don't want to stain anything. You mix that up in your hands and then you apply it. And that's the bit that is a little bit tricky. So I think what I might do for future applications is do what I've just done now and squirt it into the plastic box and then mix it up with my hands and then apply it that way. Hopefully that would kind of contain the mess a little bit. But anyway, I'll do that and I will come back to you and let you know. But yeah, just wanted to show you the results of a week in. I think the colour match is really good. I would say if you're looking for a darker colour than my brown, because it's not, I wouldn't say it's like the darkest of browns. This is not dark enough, right? I don't know if leaving it on longer would give a darker result. It's probably a bit dangerous to try that out. The other thing I thought of, and I don't know if I'm brave enough to do it, but to use it on my eyebrows. What I did notice, it's kind of gone now that I've washed my hair, the times that I have, was that the skin underneath did get quite stained and it was a little bit noticeable. I mean, probably only to me, right? For those first few washes, but it's come off now. So yeah, I don't know if I did it on my eyebrows, I'd probably, I don't know how that would work. Would I be brave enough? We'll see. I'll film it if I am brave enough to do it. All right. So yeah, I'll check in again with you. I'm gonna try it out again, and I'll come back and talk a little bit more. All right. So all I want to do today is just retouch the roots that I can see coming through. Apologies if they're not very noticeable to you, but any shimmery bits, that's the grey coming through. And I want to try a different way of applying this, just to see if it can be a little less messy, a bit more easy to do for the future. And I'm also going to do my eyebrows, which can really do with darkening. So it's a bit of an experiment. I hope it doesn't go horribly wrong. All right, so what I've decided to do is pump some of the solution, the hair shampoo, is that what they call it? Hair colour shampoo, into a plastic bowl, mix it up in the bowl, get it to a lather in the bowl, and then apply it either using a gloved hand or a brush. This is a brush, I don't know where this has come from, but I've had this for ages and I will throw it away after using it. Not ideal, but anyway, at least I suppose I could wash it out. Anyway, I'll see how it goes. If this works well, then I'll wash it out. All right, so I'm going to do that. And just to show you, I don't know if you can see, I've got massive stains on this bra now from last time. Does it say shake it? Henna, la la la. Do not dye eyelashes or eyebrows. Oh, okay. Okay, it doesn't say about shaking it. Covers greys. All right, I'm just going to pump out some of this stuff. And it comes out, sometimes it comes out just brown. Sometimes it comes out in different colours. I'm not sure if I can show you. I know I tried before to show you, but it's just, I'll tip it over. Maybe I can go down a bit with it. Sorry, it's not great. It's not great viewing. I apologise. Anyway, I'm going to mix this up with the brush in the bowl, and it's beginning to get some bubbles. Okay, it's so liquid. It really is extremely liquid. Yeah, so I've got a feeling this is going to drip everywhere again. You know, it's heat wave, really, really hot. So I'm just in my bra and knickers. I know that's TMI, but I just, you know, if it was the dead of winter, I'd be freezing right now. Or actually, most other times of the year. Right, I'm going to glove up. I don't want to stain my hands. Oh, and for the eyebrows, if I'm brave enough, what I've got is a spoolie. Yeah, so it's kind of like you can sort of tidy up the brows with it. I got a multi-pack of these years ago. I'm so glad that I remembered where I put them. And, oh God, my hands are sweaty. I don't even know if I can get the glove on. Bloody hell. Well, now we know what it's like, ladies, in the warmer climates to dye the hair. You must have aircon on, I guess, to be in your bathroom. Jesus. Oh, I can't get the glove on. Really struggling here. can't put the fingers in. God, and how do surgeons do it? Blimey. Okay, this is not going well. Maybe I should get a more loose fitting glove that I've got a spare of. Okay. Oh, what? No, I've ripped it. Ugh, God. Okay, this does not fit well. You can see it's way too big, but at least my hand is covered. So the box came with 2 capes. I do wonder if that was an error and it was supposed to be a cape and a pack of gloves, because obviously this is designed to be used over a period of time, not just one use like the box dies. So maybe it was just an error in the packaging for me that I got 2 capes rather than, you know, a cape and a bag of gloves. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this on. This is working way better than when I was doing it before. I just want to cover the regrowth, so I'm only going to do it like on this, in this way. I'm not going to section off my hair at all, because this is how I normally have my hair, like either loose or tied back with a parting along here, and that's where you can see. Wait, maybe I'll go a bit to the crown because I know they sprout up there too. Yeah, it's so liquid. I mean, I think this would benefit, you know, if they were going to reformulate it from it being a bit thicker. Anyway, I'm going to leave that on for 20 minutes. I might just go to the mirror after I've done the eyebrows to check that I've got everywhere and do a bit of touching up. But let me go in. Oh my God, I've got stuff everywhere. Right, let me go in with a spoolie here on the eyebrows. I wonder why they say don't use it on the eyebrows. I'm not going to leave it on for 20 minutes. I'll just leave it on for like, I don't know. Oh my God, I'm going to dye my face off. I'll go in with a baby wipe afterwards. But I'll leave it maybe for 8 minutes or so, just to get some colour on these brows. I can't see a thing, by the way, so like my eyesight has got so bad with the whole perimenopause stuff. So I will go in and tidy this up with a baby wipe, and I'll come back to you once I've washed everything off. All right, so you've seen I've used it to cover a lot of greys and then less greys today. I'm actually really impressed with the colour results. I don't know, and I do wonder a little bit if I put a regular dye on top of this, there's going to be some sort of reaction. If that happens, you'll know about it in a future video, because for sure I will be trying more conventional products again. I used it on my eyebrows. I don't know if you can notice kind of difference from earlier today when I was doing the touch up to now. I'm actually really pleased with the result. It says on the bottle don't use it on eyelashes. I definitely won't use it on my eyelashes, but I did use it on my eyebrows. I left it on for like 7 minutes and then wiped it off with a baby wipe, and I actually am really pleased with the results. So I have matchy, and this is, I think, gives a lot of definition to my face, and I really appreciate it. What can I say? This is so messy to use. It comes with this plastic protector for the pump. Keep it. Make sure you keep it, because otherwise you are going to get into a right pickle, because this spills really easily. So I'm going to pack this away now. I'm going to put it back into the box and put it somewhere upright before I use it again. And I think that really is quite off-putting to me, the fact that it is so messy to use because it is so liquid. I wish the formula was a bit thicker, and then you wouldn't have kind of this dripping situation. That said, I am pleased with the results. The only kind of criticism I would give, and your hair doesn't feel stripped, it feels conditioned after using it, all that is really pleasant, but what I do find is, and I don't know if you can see, it stains the skin a little bit, right? That will come off in a few washes, but by that time I'll probably need to retouch again. And the retouching is not because it's washed out, the retouching is because my hair has regrown, okay? So in terms of colour trueness and stay, I'm really pleased with that. It hasn't faded. I think it's a nice match for my natural hair colour. At least it matches what I've got the rest dyed with, and today I really did just concentrate on where I've got the greys, not the full head of hair. So yes, I'm kind of mixed feelings about it. The mess is very off-putting. I want my sister-in-law to try it out. She's got a bit darker hair than me and different porosity. Her hair is much thicker and much more porous than mine, and I thought, oh, it would be really good if she could try it out too, but I've told her not to try it out in her home, to come to mine. Will fully protect my bathroom so that she doesn't get the product everywhere like I did the first time around. Today, much more successful, but I was doing a smaller area and I was very, very well prepped for it. So yeah, I like it, but very messy. Love to hear from you. Have you tried Polar, by the way? Let me know in the comments. Is it as liquid as this? That would be interesting to know. There are many, many types of these available. As you can see, it's not really kind of branded, and loads of them are not, or they are different brands. They're of a genre. I think their selling point is that they're more natural, but I'm not quite sure how they're more natural, because this definitely has got chemicals in it. It is a little bit kind of tingly sometimes on the scalp, and if I look at the ingredients list, it doesn't look like it's super duper natural or anything. So, but what does natural even mean? All right, okay, so let's not go down that road. But basically, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried something similar, or indeed this product yourself. It comes in different products. I have put a link in the video description if you want to see it online. And with that, I'm going to thank you for watching and tell you to remember that you are in perfect time. See you soon.